if you know me by now, I can't sit still. And yes, we're almost to Indiana. We're going to grab another load. We're going to take it back to Lincoln, Nebraska, get it delivered, and hopefully get another one dispatched before the girls leave on Friday. Maybe going to Colorado, that would be perfect if I could pull that off. If I could get 2 more loads in before the end of the year, that would be awesome. That'd give us 10 and a half months of work, less than 130 days of actual work days in that 10 and a half months, and approximately 56 loads. Hopefully I got that right. You know, I'm just going with whatever pops into my head, guys, but I think that's right. And then I'd get back and me and Robin can enjoy the new year together. She's not with me, as you can see, because she had a dentist appointment, and I told her I didn't know when we were coming back to Colorado because we got some other things we need to get done. So I said, get your dentist appointment done. I'm going to go. I had no idea what I was going to get for a load. I wanted the load going to Oregon, but somebody beat me to it, and I couldn't self-dispatch because I was too far away. And then when I called in this morning, they didn't have anything else there, and she wasn't sure what she was going to get in because they got a limited staff. Plus, not all the Camping Worlds are accepting loads. So I was waiting until the stores opened up, calling them to see which stores were going to, accept a load on Friday or Saturday before I actually said I would take that load. And these guys said they would do it. They had one going to Alabama, but this pays more, like $100 and some more. And this is an easy run. I do this so much. So I thought, you know what? Let's go to Lincoln, Nebraska. I haven't delivered in Nebraska yet, so it'll give me another state. It'll give me like 13 states, I think, or 14, maybe 13 or 14 states. And it also leaves it where I got enough time to get back and get out of there on Saturday with another load and make it all work, if they have another load. I mean, I know that you can deliver on Monday. You might be able to deliver on Tuesday. New Year's being Wednesday, that's, if it turns out like Christmas, you could deliver on Monday, and a lot of the stores were not taking it on Tuesday. So I'm trying to get 2 in there. We're go into Michigan, to the lot in Michigan to pick this up. It's I think it's a 30-foot travel trailer. I think it's one of them same ones I've been hauling all year. I think the only difference between this one is a 25 model and 24s I was hauling last year. So I probably hauled like 20 of these things, at least 20 of these things. So the weather's been decent, except foggy, rainy, 48 degrees right now. It's been in the 40s. It's supposed to be that way all the way back. Hopefully it stays that way. But we'll just keep putting the video together, and we'll show you this lot, show you the video. We'll make video of this lot and video of what we're picking up. And then I've never been to this Camping World, so we'll try to throw some footage of that place there. And then we'll see if we get another load and then tell you what that is. And we'll just try to put it all together and close out 2024 with 2 deliveries before the end of the year, possible, and what we made off them. Maybe even a grand total of what we did for the whole year, if we can make it all work and get all the figures done. I got most of it. I just got to add these last 2, and yeah, we can tell you what we did with that 130 days, and maybe I'll get the exact days. I'm just guessing what I spent going here, what I'm going to take to get back, and I don't know where the next load's going to be, if I even get a next load. So I'm thinking around 130 days is what I'm thinking of actual work days. 10 and a half months, because the 15th of this month would have been 10 months. And I've been working it right up till the end. So we're going to have 10 and a half months total. That's where we're at. I was actually coming here for that simulator class that you have to take, they require you to take, I think, every year, or at least I have to take it in the first year of being employed there. And I had it scheduled and everything, but like everybody says, make sure you call, make sure the equipment's up, make sure it's all working, because for some reason, I called in and they said the classes are not going to be this week or next week. I'm not quite sure why they let us set it all up online and do all that. That kind of, I would have came here anyways because I wanted to do another load, but I wanted to get that done and over with. So now I still got that hanging out there that I got to get done. So if you guys have picked the class for the week between Christmas and New Year's, those 2 weeks, they're probably not having them, because that's what I was told today when I called in. So that's why I decided to go with this load and kick this one out. Originally I wanted one long load that I could just go all the way out west and deliver on Monday. They didn't have one, so maybe it was all meant to be. That's all I can say. Maybe it was all meant to be just like this. Maybe I get 2 loads in and we make this all work. I don't know. We'll be back. Well, we made it to our delivery. Camping World, Lincoln, Nebraska. Now, I didn't show this unit when I picked it up because it has been raining this whole trip for the last 2 days, and that place was really, really a mess. There was a lot of water, a lot of people going in and out because they were picking up a lot of units, and that place was full of these units that I got right now. This one that I have back here, they were just packed full of these things. So everybody out there that keeps telling you that the RV industry is dead, I don't think they know what they're talking about, or at least nobody has told Indiana, because these things right here, there were so many of them in there you couldn't put no more. That's how packed that place was. So I don't know, there's a lot of deliveries. So I'm gonna get this one unloaded and I'm going back to Indiana, and then tomorrow I'm gonna pick up another one going back to Colorado. So, you know, this is 2 more loads before the end of the year, before New Year's. I can't complain at all, guys. I did not expect to pop 2 more, but this is what it is. I mean, this is Nebraska for you. Well, let's try a different angle with my camera. The only reason we're doing this is because I didn't have time to put it in its holder, and I wanted to close this video out real quick. The reason I did these 2 loads, and I wasn't sure it was going to work out, like when I tell you, you always got to be thinking ahead, making things happen. You all know I like to go to Idaho. Idaho pays $3,000. But you got to go through some mountain areas. You got to go through Wyoming. And when the weather's bad, you're setting and you ain't making no money. And I was watching all the forecast, and it looked like Wyoming was going to get snow and I wasn't going to get through there. So when I left Colorado on my way to Indiana, that was my intention, was to go out west. There was a load going to Oregon. Somebody took it, and I'm glad they took it, because I think that they're fighting a mess, and I'm glad I didn't get it. So I'm happy about that. And that's the way I look at this job. When I don't get the load that I want to get, I automatically tell myself I wasn't supposed to get it. So I don't get upset. I just let it go. And I was driving here going, what am I going to do? And they started running out of loads. So then in my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? They'll put some loads out on Friday. So let's just grab something that I can do and get back there with enough time, and then be able to grab something else, still get it delivered on Monday, and still work into my time frame and my hours. And before the first of the year and the holiday, you know, you always got to be paying attention on this. So I found this Nebraska load, and before I told them I wanted it, I called and made sure those guys would let me deliver it so I could get it delivered today, drive back 6 hours before I run out of my time, about 6.5 I got left, sleep, get up in the morning, run and get the unit, and then turn around and run 7 hours, about approximately 7 hours back, stay somewhere, get up Sunday, run 11 hours on Sunday, deliver it on Monday. Works perfect. I'm able to pull it all off. These 2 jobs together are right at $3,000. So, and I don't think I'm driving any farther. The only difference is, instead of keep going across Nebraska, through Wyoming where it's bad, I'm having to drive through Nebraska and Iowa that's in the high 40s, and it's just raining. It's not freezing up or anything like that. It looks like my window's still going to work. And then the bad weather hasn't hit Colorado. It's going to be in the Colorado mountains. I'm not going to the mountains at all. So when I tell you guys, when you're watching me wondering how I make this stuff work, there's a lot of luck that goes into it. There is some strategy. I'm always thinking ahead, always trying to make it possible, you know. But it ain't going to happen if the load doesn't show up. When I was driving, I had an hour left to drive this morning to make this delivery, and I kept checking the load board, and 2 Colorado loads popped up, and I got lucky and got one of them. The first one I lost, but I got the second one. It's going to Wheat Ridge where I go all the time. The first one was Longmont. Longmont would have worked out for me too. But that's, you got to have a lot of luck. You got to be, you know, a lot of good karma, picking up those coins when you see them on the side of the road, sticking them in your shoe. I mean, I play every little ritual I have out there to make this stuff happen. And then I can get back to Colorado, get this delivered. Robin has her dentist appointment, and then it's going to be some quality time for the New Year's with me and Robin. We're going to take a week off, and I don't know what we're doing yet, but we're taking a week off, and then we'll come back, and the last 3 weeks of January, I'll be back out here again, so you guys know what January is going to be like. There's a lot of units in that yard that I was just at. The load board keeps getting loads. I mean, we're coming into January. A lot of new guys starting that 6th and 7th of January for orientation. So we'll see how that works out. I started this a year ago in February. I mean, I was super busy from one time I started all the way through. I mean, I think if you're thinking about doing this job, this is probably the time to jump on it. I mean, I keep hearing on YouTube how the RV world's dead. I don't think it is. I think they started producing these cheaper travel trailers like I'm hauling, that I've been hauling all year. They're probably banking that the people that are going to buy those are probably, you know, don't want to spend as much money. So we don't care what they buy as long as they buy something. I mean, the more of those things they make, the more we get to deliver. They pay the same to me. Doesn't matter if that thing costs $30,000 or $200,000. We're paid by the miles. So I think it's great, and I think it's going to be a good year. I really do. I think 2025 is going to be a great year. Mark my words. I just finished this 2024 with 2 more loads. So that's 56 loads. Yeah, 56 loads in 10 and a half months. It's like, billed like $96,000. Profit is between $65,000 and $68,000. I don't have the exact numbers, but I just wanted to throw this out there. When I do my last video of the year, I will have the exact numbers, but I know just by looking at what I did today and what I'm doing, that's the numbers we're going to be at until this one's delivered, safe, and there, all in one piece. I can't count that money yet, but I know what it's paying. I know what we're doing, and I know it's going to be my last load for 2024. So we'll probably have one more video, and that will show me delivering that unit in Colorado, and we'll close out 2024 for RV transport. And me and Robin are going to get on the road, and we're going to do some fun times with me and Robin. We got reviews to do. I don't know what we're going to do. We haven't discussed it yet, but I need some quality time with my wife. So let's just close this right now, get this video pushed out. Robin can get it uploaded. We'll get it out before the end of the year. And you know how this works. Always